Lightweight urban mobility, a huge talking point in 2026, and a brand that plays into that is Desiknio. Now I want to bring you onto this happy brand stand because with names like Oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine, they have bikes that should bring you a lot of joy. And here to help us explain on what has changed this year is Mahle. Mahle, thank you for being on the stand for us.
Thanks for coming.
I was just informing them, our viewers, that there was a few things that changed about Desiknio this year, and I wanted you to highlight them or inform them on what has changed specifically.
Thank you.
Please do that for us.
Absolutely. So yeah, welcome to Desiknio. As you know, we are a premium, lightweight electric mobility brand. We focus a lot on making stylish, modern,
definitely.
very elegant bikes. At the same time, they also need to be functional, of course, as we live in a country or in a region where you'll often see rain, where you need to be able to go up and down hills. The new line that we're showing here is what we call the Agility-line. That's a line that's comprised of the Oxytocin over there, the Dopamine and the Dopamine Peak. And in common for all these three bikes is that they are built with the Mahle X30 system. So that's kind of the electric system. You have the Shimano Cues 11-speed drivetrain, which is easy to maintain, it's lightweight, it's something that every single dealer around the world will support, so always easy to go to a retailer. The frame is completely new developed. It has fully integrated seat plant. It has a lot of mounting points that are kind of hidden to be stylish and make the bike lightweight. The geometry is still quite dynamic. It rides super well in an urban environment.
Very nice finishing.
It's a very nice finish. We obviously take a big pride in our color and our finishing. We've been developing for years, and those are big, selling points for our bikes that people just really think they're beautiful. The integration of the cables. We use, the premium components that you know from the past with Supernova, with Brooks saddles.
Definitely.
We've gone to a little wider tire this year, simply because, it's kind of a trend in the industry, but also a demand for riding different conditions, different
like you said,
surfaces.
It rains a lot.
It rains a lot. Clean. So we have a little wider fenders, a little more sturdy fenders for all the vibrations in the city, and we have a 40 millimeter tire standard. Some in a little more rugged, like this Dopamine Peak. We imagine that some people might actually ride it for gravel purposes on the weekend. And then the Oxytocin, which is all about love and trust, maybe towards a consumer that wants to get on and off the bike a little easier. Those tires are equally wide, but the tread is a little more urban focused.
Okay, yeah.
You'll notice we've named our bikes after hormones, and that whole story is about riding and feeling the joy of riding, feeling that emotion that you get. So the Dopamine Peak is obviously a little more sporty. You have the excitement, where the Oxytocin is love and trust, the feelings that you have associated with that hormone. So we try to tell the story about not just riding a bike as a commuting or spare time activity, but just really being emotionally attached to that sport that we all love and the joy of riding.
It's not only going from A to B, it's
Exactly.
going from A to B in a way that you prefer, like, and
And that you can feel and that resonates with your personality and
Definitely.
we all love riding, and it's just great to see, people are sharing our love of the stylishness, the lightweightness, and also just the fact that a lot of people have maybe graduated now, I think, in the industry from more heavy and cumbersome bikes to something that's a little lighter, a little easier to use, and also maybe has a stylish expression of their lifestyle.
Yeah, it's definitely a trend. I've said it in the introduction. Lighter bikes are something that people are requesting. It is quite difficult if you add a battery and an engine or a motor. But I see here the Signo is able to do that. So that's
We're trying, and of course it is a specific segment. We see a lot of couples that want to ride together. We see a lot of people that want to take the bikes with them on holidays. I see a lot of people that are actually using their I want to say campers. I know there's more fashionable word for it, but I'll call it campers. And they want a bike that weighs less than 15 kilos, which we deliver. They can use it with ranges up to 70 or 80K, and they can just have that fun of riding together. So that's really exciting. And actually, if you don't mind, we'll walk over here, because I do want to show this frame that we have. As I said, the new Oxytocin frame, a really nice low instep, beautiful color, but the same sporty riding style that we saw with the others.
Yeah.
The same level of spec and a little more comfortable handlebar
Yeah,
and
more
stem
upright.
position, so you're a little more upright.
And 11 gears, that's a lot. That's very good because that gives that range for all types of terrain as well.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
And then again with the Shimano Cues, you really can't go wrong. You get a good level of spec that everybody is able to service everywhere, even at
Yeah.
home in their garage.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, we try to make it as attainable for people as possible.
Okay. And in terms of price point, what can we tell people? Is it?
Yeah, so that's really a big story for us as well. We wanted to bring the Desiknio to a little wider audience. We wanted also to address more retailers in the region. So we are now starting at 3,299 with this, where we used to be significantly higher. So that's a
Okay.
big win for us that you actually get better spec than the past. You get a nicer bike, and it's a lot less than it used to be.
Yeah,
So
and even compared to the market, if I hear that price point, I instantly think of those quite heavy, chunky e-bikes, which for a lot of people pose an issue.
Yeah.
Then this is a great alternative. And where can people find the Desiknio?
So the best is to really go on our website where we have a dealer locator.
Yeah.
The alternative, of course, is also to go into your local Stromer dealer. They will also have the opportunity to bring in the Desiknio and be able to order it if they don't have it already. So either on our website, Desiknio, or through the Stromer network.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for informing us.
Thank you so much for having us.
For our viewers, if you have any questions, please put it underneath in the comments so that Morten or myself can come back to you as soon as possible. Any questions about these bikes or the brand. Thank you for watching, and I'll
Thank
see you
you.
next time. Thank you.